Power Season 5, what happened in the premiere? Power Season 5 has finally premiered, and it looks like Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan's new alliance is going to need a lot more firepower if they plan on taking down Dre. On the Sunday night episode, viewers are brought back to Officer Raymond Ray Ray Jones' Marcus Callender apartment, where police are scouring the place for evidence. Angela, Leela Lauren, who is also present at the crime scene, points out a bullet hole in the wall and asks the officer to leave her name out of his report. Elsewhere, Ghost, Amari Hardwick, tells Tommy, Joseph Sikora, and Kanan, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, they need to carefully plan out how they are going to kill Dre, Timmy, so the Jimenez won't retaliate against them. Kanan volunteers to kill Dre since no one in the notorious cartel knows about him, but Tommy explains that plan may not work. The only way Kanan could pull off a surprise attack is if Dre, Timmy, and Cristobal, Matt Sedeno, never find out that Kanan killed the two men they sent to murder him. In the midst of taking care of some business, Dre learns Ray Ray is dead and meets up with Cristobal, who reveals the men they sent to kill Kanan never came back. Dre realizes he and Cristobal will be targeted by Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan, but proposes they use their precarious position to their advantage. Ghost and Tommy enter an old warehouse believing Dre will be there as Kanan waits in the car. However, Ghost realizes they were being set up to be ambushed by Dre and Cristobal. A shootout ensues and Ghost is shot in the stomach. Both Tommy and Ghost run out of bullets, and all hope seems lost until Nan pulls up. He begins to fire on the group, giving his partners in crime time to jump in the car and get away. Once Ghost receives treatment for his wound, the men come to the conclusion that Dre and Cristobal will now expect them to try and kill them again. Tommy suggests getting the Italians to do a surprise attack, but Ghost wants their old crew to also join in on the ambush. Across town, Tasha, Naturi Naughton, arrives home and tells Lakeisha, Lola Anthony, to tell anyone who asks that she and Tarek, Michael Rainey Jr., were in the penthouse with her all night, and she agrees. Tasha's time at home doesn't last too long after she is forced to meet up with Angela, who is furious that she walked onto Officer Jones' murder scene. Angela accuses Tasha of making her an accessory to murder by tricking her into revealing Ray Ray's address so Ghost could kill him. When Angela tells Tasha she's going to have to turn them all in, Tasha confesses that she was truly looking for Tarek, but by the time she got to him, he already shot Jones with her gun. Angela warns Tasha that her gun is in the database after the authorities raided the penthouse, and they are going to be able to trace the bullet pulled out of the wall back to her. Tasha then suggests Angela bury the record about the gun, so none of them will be linked to Jones' murder. After some hesitation about breaking the law, Angela uses a different username to log into the database and deletes the record of Tasha's gun. Finally forced to deal with Ryan's, Don Shia Hopkins, funeral arrangements, Tasha takes Tarek to the church to meet Ghost, but becomes upset when she sees her husband has decided to work with Kanan to avenge their daughter's death. After finalizing the arrangements, Ghost, Tasha, and Tarek head back to the penthouse, where the parents grill their son about his sister's murder. Tarek reveals he met Ray Ray through Kanan and Dre, but admitted the only reason why Rina didn't tell their parents the truth was because he told his twin to keep his secret. At Rina's funeral, the pastor preaches about how the young shouldn't be killed and how the violence shouldn't continue. In the midst of the sermon, Tarek overhears Tommy tell Ghost that Kanan is preparing to kill Dre. Tarek gets up to deliver his sister's eulogy, but becomes emotionally overwhelmed and runs off. He locks himself in the bathroom and sends a text to Dre telling him to run. Dre takes off and ends up killing one of the henchmen who was hired to kidnap him. Hours later, as Ghost cries alone at Rina's gravesite, Dre shows up and warns him to stay in his own lane. Dre reveals he is now under the protection of the Jimenez cartel as Tommy finds a La Llorona card in his door and Kanan finds one on his car. Dre then tells Ghost he will kill everyone he's ever loved if he comes after him again and places the death card in Ghost's jacket pocket before walking away.